Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, I am Diana and now I am with Nisa and Salsabila. We want to invite all of you to join us for a trip to the ocean. Before that, I want to ask you a question. Do you know that SpongeBob and his friends are real? Alright, now I want to tell you that they are really real. The jellyfish in the SpongeBob movie is from Phylum Cnidaria, and SpongeBob is from Phylum Porifera. Alright, now I want to tell you a little bit about them. So, since you know that SpongeBob is Porifera, now we go with Porifera first. Alright, Porifera is triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, unsegmented, and flattened shape. They have digestive system with single opening. In the organization of an organism, they are at cellular level. Alright, for your information that Porifera are aquatic organisms. So that's why they just have deep in the ocean. They also have body-like symmetry. For their cells, they have two layers. Now let's look their skeleton. It's amazing for me because their skeleton made up by calcium carbonate and silica. Some of their cells are function in feeding, supporting, and reproduction. Okay, now we go inside of their body. They have numerous pores where the water will enter by it while bringing food and oxygen. After that, the water will exit through a structure named osculum. For your information, they have intracellular digestion or endocytosis. Last but not least, they will be going asexual reproduction by budding since they are in the cellular level. And the last thing about Porifera is I want to tell you about the example. So the example of Porifera is Leucoselenia, which is just a simple sponge. Oh, I forgot to tell you that Porifera also called as sponge, and mostly it is known as sponge. That's why it's related with SpongeBob. Alright, now we move to Cnidaria. In the organization of an organism, they are at the tissue level. Next, they are diploblastic and radially symmetric. Their body have two layers which is known as endoderm and ectoderm. In the ectoderm, it contains stinging cells which is explosively penetrates, preys, and injects poison when they trigger. It's so scary, right? This poison will paralyze the prey to injections. Alright, their body basically have sac shape with single opening. The single cavity is called enteron, where the digestion will take place. Their simple nervous system made up of sensory cells, which is mostly are ectoderm, and conducting cells that form a nerve net throughout the mesoglea and conducting to the muscle cells. They are heterotrophic, aquatic, and free-living. That means there are two forms. Okay, I will tell you about it after this. Like I said, that they exhibit polymorphism with two different specialized shapes, which is named with polyp, that is sessile, and medusa form, which is free-living. Since polyp form a sessile, so they cannot swim, and for medusa form, they are free-living, right? So they can swim. Alright, so for the example for polyp is polyp, and the example for medusa form is jellyfish. Alright, for your information, this organism will form a polyp form first. That means after reproduction, they will form an organism that in polyp form first. After that, they will change the form from polyp form to medusa form. Okay, because of that, the polyp form is dominant in their life cycle. So, we're gonna be at the end of this overview. This is just overview. So for Cnidaria, I want to tell you about the example. So the example of Cnidaria is Hydra species, which is from class Hydrozoa. Class Hydrozoa is categorized under Cnidaria under this phylum, which is Phylum Cnidaria. Okay, we move to the next.
Taxonomy chart of Porifera. There are three main domains, which is Acacia, Eukarya, and also bacteria. So the domain of Porifera is Eukarya. The kingdom is Animalia. There are two main subphylum, which is Cispasnia and also Ceraria. For the subphylum Cispasnia, the class is Hexatinida, and the other is Lysacinocida, Amphidispora, and also Hextaspora. For the subphylum Ceraria, the class is Calcaria, the other is Homosola and also Hertosola. For the class Demospangi, the order is Aglacida and also Veroginda. Taxonomy chart of Cnidaria. The domain is Eukarya. The kingdom is Animalia. There are three main subphylum, which is Medusozoa, Hexazoa, and also Mesozoa. For the subphylum Medusozoa, the class is Cyphozoa and also Hydrozoa. For the order Cyphozoa is Coronate and also Sauromedusa. For the class Hydrozoa, the order is Hydrodia and also Traslinda. For the subphylum Hexazoa, the class is Entozoa, the order is Sliastatina and also Zoantaria. For the subphylum Mesozoa, the class is Meospora, and the order is Bivalvudia and also Bipolarina. Application of Porifera. There are three main applications of Porifera, which is for environment, cleaning, and also body care. For the environment, Porifera is very important to filtrate the water. So, as water passes through the channels and chambers inside the sponge, bacteria and tiny particles are taken up from the water as food. This process called as filter feeding. Waste products like carbon dioxide gas and nitrogen and ammonia exit with the water leaving the sponge. Example of the sponge that filtrate the water is tube sponge, wheel sponge, and also painted tunicate. So here's the video of the demo how the sponge effectively absorb and filtrate the water. This man is creating a non-toxic dye called as fluorescent. We can observe how the water moving by watching what the dye does. So after a few seconds, the dye is pumped through the water. This proves that Porifera can absorb, filtrate, and pump the water, which is good for the environment under the sea. Next, Porifera is also acts as household tool. Actually, Porifera has been used for hundreds years ago. They are natural antibacterial and antifungal. They are powerful weapons against bugs and inhibit the growth of the mold midwheel in the shower and around the sink. They have last long for 4 to 6 years. Example of Porifera that acts as household tool is yellow sponge, which is also known as Clinoclata. Next, Porifera also acts as body care tools. They are rich of calcium, magnesium, sodium, iron, zinc, and also potassium. They are useful for all skin types, even sensitive skins. They are highly absorbent, create laser saliva, are exceptionally soft, do not retain oil, effective removal of dead skins, and dry, flaky, and patches to give you softer, smoother skin. Example of Porifera that acts as body care tool is also yellow sponge, which is Clinoclata. So, we can see here that there are many local sellers that sell the Porifera or specifically yellow sea sponge in the online shopping because they are very effective. But the price is costly compared to the synthesis sponge. But if you want to get a great result, we can use the normal instead.
Okay, next we proceed with Cnidaria. Okay, this is the application of Cnidaria. First, it is immunogenic, it can treat cancer, and it can be used in medical research. Okay, for Cnidaria in immunogenic means an ability of a substance to induce an immune response. That means that the Cnidaria has many polypeptides that are immunogenic. For example, nanoparticles clothed in human lung cell membranes and human immune cell membranes. It can attract and neutralize the SARS-CoV-2 virus in cell culture, and causing the virus to lose its ability to hijack host cell and reproduce. Next, Cnidaria also can treat cancer. Many efforts have been made to develop immunotoxins based on poroformin toxins. Poroformin immunotoxin in the short form is PFITs. PFITs inflate into the plasma membrane. Although several efforts have been made for the design of poroformin immunotoxin, their usage is still not obvious. Okay, the design this is one of the design, and there are 5 or 4 more designed for the poroformin. However, it can be used for combination therapy with chemotherapeutic drugs, since their ability to purpose facilitates the entry of other drugs into cancer cells. Next, the Cnidaria also is a tool in medical research. First, it is antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-fullen, anti-ulcer, and anti-tumor. Okay, so in this pie chart, we can see that 41% of Cnidaria is anti-tumor, 24% of antimicrobial is antimicrobial, 32% is anti-inflammatory, 10% is anti-fullen, 1% anti-ulcer, and the last one, nervous system, is 2%. The scientists also have been researched for the Cnidarian, since it has many more benefits in medical research.
So this is one of the example of the research that I found. Okay, so now let's proceed with the video, which with the nanosponge soak up toxins.
Toxins
Okay.
released by a wide range of pathogens such as
So,
MRSA.
in this video, we can see that there is a platform that the nanosponge work. Okay, the nanosponge looks like red blood cell and therefore serve as a red blood cell. The nanosponge absorb damaging toxins and divert them away from their cellular targets. We can see that this is the toxin, the blue, purple, and so on, and it can absorb the toxin. The amazing fact is the each nanosponge can absorb 10 to 100 toxin before it's metabolized, and the size is 3,000 more smaller than the regular cell. Okay, next. Okay, so we proceed with Surah An-Nahl verses 14. It is he who has made the sea subject, that you may eat thereof flesh that is fresh and tender, and that you may extract therefrom ornaments to wear. And those since the sheep tears that clothe the weavers, that you may seek of the boundary of Allah, and that you may be grateful. Surah An-Nahl verses 14. Okay, next, this is the reference website that we have that we search to get this information. Okay, with that, thank you.